G'day, Bad Santa here, yes. It's that time of the year, it's the holidays, and look, not everybody's happy about this situation, and I'll be one of those. I think it means less time for scale modelling. It is. You got all these crazy relatives coming around that you only see once a year, you don't really like, you don't want to talk to. They're in the way. There's screaming kids, there's falling down Christmas trees, cats are crawling up them, there's all kinds of stuff going on. How do we get more time for a hobby while all this craziness is going on? Well, I have the solution. Yes, you're going to need Harry Houdini's patented 7-step plan where I speak about needing time alone. Yep. I'm Santa and I'm giving you a wonderful gift for this holiday season. You won't have to put up with relatives. You won't have to put up with all you won't even have to unwrap presents. You won't have to do anything except spend time in your model room. And the secret is you're not going to be the bad guy. In fact, all your friends and family are going to insist that you do it. And they're going to be nice about it. They're going to say, yes, you should go into your hobby room. Spend as much time as you like, do that. Does that sound incredible? I've worked it out. I have fully worked out. 7-step plan. It is foolproof. All right, let's get on with it. Roll the music. Does it sound too good to be true? No, there's 7 steps. If you follow these 7 steps, you can spend all the time you want doing your hobby. And it doesn't have to just be scale modelling. You can be knitting. You can be, stuffing beavers. Anything that tickles your fancy, you'll get away with it. And you don't have to spend all that horrible, boring time with relatives that you're not interested in. And, all the problems that happen, You won't have to worry about the cooking and the cleaning. You'll have to go to the clean the garden. You have got a free pass. Now, how do I achieve all this? All right, step 1, find a disease. Yes, this is very important. You've got to do planning. You've got to start now. You need at least 2 or 3 weeks before Crispness, right? Before whatever holiday season you've got to plan. So you find this disease. Now, it's got to be something that you would get. So in my case, I might say, well, my gout's getting really bad, I'm maybe onset type 2 diabetes or something, Something that's plausible. Now look it up. Get on that interweb and find a real disease. Don't make one up because some bastard's going to Google it and they go, hang on, you've made this up. So make sure it's a real disease, something that's not completely debilitating that won't stop your scale modelling. Like don't say, oh, I've gone blind. Yeah, pointless, or I lost my arms and legs that got chopped off. It's not going to work. It's got to be something plausible. All right. So you come up with this. Now, for a couple of weeks, you slowly introduce aspects of the disease. There's the symptoms, right? So it's doing things like with me, oh, gee, the gout's playing up. Oh, this is a bit of a problem. Oh, I'm getting well. I have to have a lie down. Slowly build up. And then what will happen is your friends and families are going to say, you should go to the doctor about this. You're obviously not the best. They will come up with the idea to go to the doctor, which is step 2, go to the doctor. Now, you don't actually have to go to the doctor. You can if you like. Go get a checkup, whatever you want to do. Make sure you go alone. Don't take your spouse, significant other, or, anybody with you. Go alone. In fact, you just go down to the hobby shop if you like and, spend a few hours down there and have some fun and then come back and say, part 3, the bad news, all right? The bad news is, guess what, guys? I'm sorry to sort of bring this on you, especially, only a week or so before Crispness, but I have insert dreaded disease here, and it's not going to kill me, but I'm going to have to just take it really easy and sit quietly. I probably can't eat that big dinner, I'm going to have to stay away from that, and I can't really be around noisy people and everything, and I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't want to ruin Christmas. And they will suggest, well, can you just kind of be here and say hello to everyone and then go away to your hobby room and relax and have a bit of a nap or whatever? They will tell you to go into your hobby room. But there's more. There's some little fine bits to this that you've got to get right. So part 4, avoid activities. This is part of the ruse, you see. You can't go to your hobby room and have some great big complicated model that you're working on and be thoroughly enjoying it. No. That's just going to give the game up straight away. What you've got to do is you can have that fantastic model that you've been working on previously, but introduce in the weeks leading up to the doctor something simple that you're working on that you're not too fussed about. And because your ailment's sort of slowing you down, you're having trouble doing it, you're not enjoying it as much, and you don't get much done. This follows through. When in the Christmas period, right, during the holidays, you're sent away to your room because going, well, go to your room. You have that one out. Now, best to have like a lazy Susan, a rotating thing. On one side is this model that's, you're pretending that, oh, I'm not getting much done, you know. You've got to keep the roost up. But on the other side, swing it round and maybe have a stand in the middle with the instructions on to hide the other side from the other side. You have the thing that you really want to do. Now, you'll need some sort of surveillance. You'll need either a pet or a CCTV camera or something, you know, something, or a little mirror or something positioned somewhere in the room so you can see if anyone's coming. A lock on the door is good, but it might sort of be a bit suspicious. But somehow you've got to know when anyone's going to come into the hobby room. So what you do then is, as soon as you're alerted to the fact that someone's going to come check on you, you spin the thing around, right? You spin this little lazy Susan around that's got the two different sort of model sets on, and you go into mope mode, right? My what's it? My gizmo's playing up and everything. Oh, I'm trying to do it, and you know, I have to take my glasses off. I think I'm going to lie down for a bit of a nap. As you can see, I haven't got much done. I am enjoying it, but you know, it's just not what you've got to keep the illusion up. You can't look too happy. You've got to be a little bit miserable. Ask about everything. Is everyone having a good time? Oh, I just wish I could be in there with you, but you know, look, they're lurgy. Oh, you know, I'm glad you're having it. Oh, look, I don't want to bring Christmas down. I won't go out there. I don't want to be miserable around everybody and ruin the mood. No. And of course, they'll go, that's fine. You're okay. Stay in here as long as you like. It's all right. We understand. You need your space. You just do this. You get yourself well. Because remember, being sick is always an excuse. All right, step 5, and this is still getting the things you want for the holiday break. Like if it's presents, there's a good trick here. Let them know, oh, there's no point in you buying models. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to be capable of doing and everything. Just get me gift certificates at the hobby store, and then whatever I'm capable of doing in the new year, that's what I'll get, right? So that way you won't get the crap that you don't really want or anything, right? You'll get all these gift certificates, and then you can go down there and buy something really decent. Again, you must keep the roost up even into the new year. Otherwise, you're never going to be able to pull this again, right? So you go to the hobby store, you buy one little crap kit, okay? That's the one you're going to tell them that you bought. They got no idea the prices. You tell them that's a squillion dollars. And then you buy the really big thing that you really want with all that money, all right? So when you come home, hide. Now, usually the idea is to do groceries at the same time. So in your bag, right, you have the kit that you really want. On top of that, you pile your groceries and things. And then right on the top, you put the one that's the roost kit, right? And so when you come in, they'll go, what did you get? Oh, I got this, you know, it was a few dollars, but I think I'm up to it. I think I can do it. And they'll go, oh, that's great. Would you like me to help them? But no, I can't unpack. I've got to do something. I feel like I'm not contributing. I'll just unpack. So the trick here now is to make sure that you get that unpacking done, get your kit into the hobby room, the good one and the crap one, right? And then you're set. And again, this will work well into the new year. You can use this for the entire holidays. It's brilliant. Now, final steps, 6 and 7, okay? Just because you have excused yourself and you're not partaking in the festivities, the drinking, the eating and all the rest of it, right? Doesn't mean you still can't do it. But again, you've got to be clever. Now, there's always one little kid or rat bag or something that will work for money. Yep. There's some scurrilous little mite there that you can bribe. Always. So find out which one it is, whether it's bribing with food or money or whatever. Make sure you can bribe them. Do it in a very safe way. I don't want you doing anything that's, you know, basically considered Rolf Harris-ish. No, none of that. Just make sure that you give them some money or whatever and you bribe them into doing a couple of tasks for you. And you can still use the whole premise of being not well living, because you'll do it like this. You go, look, little Joey, would you like to earn a few extra dollars, you know, to buy that new bicycle? Yeah. Well, look, I know I'm not supposed to have all the, you know, the Christmas turkey and the whatever and the eggnog and everything, you know. But, look, could you just sneak me some in? You know, I'll just try a little bit of it, see how I go. I don't want to bother anybody. I don't want to go in there because I'll, you know. And you work up the roost, right? And little mites, they'll go, yeah, I can help you. What, $20 for a bike? Fine. And so you will employ this little urchin to basically secretly snuggle in to your hobby room some food and drink of your choice, okay? Yeah. Now get them to do it a couple of times, right? Because you need a backup plan here if they're discovered. And the reason is get 2 drinks and 2 plates. The reason is you'll eat one and drink one, right? The other one, just take a nibbles of and a few sips. If you're discovered. If your plan is undone, because remember, the little urchin can also be counter-bribed. Someone might say, hey, I'll give you $10, you tell me why you're going in there, and you're kind of stuffed. But what you do then is go, oh, yeah, he brought it in. I thought I'd try it. I wanted to be part of everything. But look, I couldn't really drink this and I couldn't really eat this. Right? So back up, back up, back up. This is how my mind works. Always have a plan to the sneakiness. Yes. Now, 7. 7 is about location. And of course, we're saying hobby room. But you could have a little room under the house or, it could be the garage. Now, pitfalls to the garage are this. If it's got a roller door, and that's one that somebody can actually push the button and zap, that roller door could come up and suddenly you could be exposed, being stark naked in a vat of eggnog, basically chortling down a great big beer. You don't want that. You don't want that look. No, not at all. It's not a good look, and it gives the whole game away, and you will then forever be stuck having to suffer all the festivities and relatives from then on. You've got to be subtle about this. So if you do use the garage, turn off the remote control for the roller door, okay? If it's a room in the house, make sure the door can be shut, right? Or at least, as I said, a little mirror or something you can see if someone's coming. You've got to be very clever in how you secure yourself in your domain of solitude. And this is the thing. You don't want to be worrying all the time, otherwise the whole thing's a waste of time. You want to be able to relax and sort of, just do what you want to do on the holidays. You just want to do your hobby, as I say, badger stuffing, knitting, scale modelling, whatever it is. You want to be able to do it peacefully and company. And not just the Christmas Day thing, right? All the way through, everything. In fact, this ruse will also get you out of the whole unwrapping of presents thing. Because in the previous bloody sections, you asked for gift certificates. They're only going to come in an envelope. That's it, right? So you get your envelope, you get the hell out of the bloody gift wrapping sort of thing. I mean, it's mindless. You sit there and everyone's like, oh, look, a pair of socks. This is wonderful. Oh, it's a tie. I really wanted this. Oh, it's a rolling pin. I'll use this later on him. All right? Be clever about getting out of each situation. And you don't have to, tell everybody you're going to leave. You just start feigning the disease. Oh. And then sort of go, oh, you're feeling tired. Is it coming on, eh? Is your dreaded lurgy playing up? You go into the hobby room. Off you go. So this is the thing. You're going to be looked after. They're going to suggest you take time to do your hobby, which is really all you wanted all along. All right, that's it. And above all, enjoy the day, the week. If you can, stretch it out for a month. See how you go. And then, of course, don't be miraculously cured when you need to go back to work or things sort of go back to normal. Again, take 2 or 3 weeks and some imaginary tablets. I mean, you can just go and buy Dr. Schuster's tissue salts, right? Which are pretty well innocuous. And just get magnesium, and just take those and sort of, and pretend like it's helping. And then you're better, ease it in about a month, about January, about February, you're fine. And everyone's kind of forgotten and you just get on with life and do all sort of things. And again, somehow this is a seasonal disease. Now look, if it's gout is a seasonal disease. It kind of sort of comes on around that Christmas period. It does. So you can sort of work that into it. Other things, yeah, you're going to have to be creative. But people will forget if you ease on out of it and, and you appear to be doing your best, they'll just ignore you. Nobody really wants to worry about you if you're sick, They'll sort of at first, but they'll get sick of it. They'll get sick of you being sick. So ease out of it, they'll forget, and then ease back into it next year. All right? You may have to add to it. I mean, each year you might have to add another aspect to this disease to the point where, in your very last year, you're basically going to have to feign death. It's the only way to get in the hobby room. You go, sorry, I've died. And then they'll just put you in the hobby room dead. And that's a one for a discussion another time. Maybe in 5 years' time, I can sort of discuss what do we do at the end of this game? How do we get to it? Well, if you enjoyed that nonsense, then please, buttons down here, and they are touch Harry's balls. What? Bells, Basque, yes. So click the buttons, yep, they do something, and you can always buy me a curry. I enjoy a curry over the holiday period as I enjoy it all year round. All right. Well, that was just a bit of silliness for the silly season. We'll get actually back to scale modelling soon because I'll be using my method, to slow everything down around here and basically keep people off my back so that I can actually do the things I want to do. All right. Let me know what you thought. Let me know if you've got any improvements to my 7 steps. I think the numbers might have got mixed up in the middle there. It doesn't matter. All right. Goodbye from Australia, and it's hooroo from Harry Houdini. Ah, yes, 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 yes. Chimney litter always upsets Santa's entry clause.